of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made, because last year we averaged 49.6 points per game. That's the highest ever by 3 full points. Can these defenses make an adjustment and start to catch up?
Yeah, passer rating, CD, an all-time high. Completion percentage, also an all-time high. So as you said, will those numbers continue to climb northward, or will the defenses adjust?
Set to get us started, and we are underway from Ford Field.
And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Here comes the new-look Lion offense here in 2021, led by their quarterback in his first season in Detroit after 5 in L.A., Jared Goff.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit.
Back deep, Travis Benjamin. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They fake the handoff. Now Lance
gets this one to Juszczyk. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily in that position.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
A nice completion there for the 1st down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team run the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Well, pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back.
2nd down and 5. Off of play action, here's Lance.
Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And Charles, we take a look at the 49ers draft class for 2021. They got their quarterback in Trey Lance, but paid a hefty price to do it.
Yeah, this is kind of an all-in strategy by head coach Kyle Shanahan and GM John Lynch. They won't have first-round picks for the next couple of years, but it'll be worth it if they had found their quarterback in Trey Lance. As for the rest of the draft, I really like the pick of Aaron Banks in the 2nd round, the guard out of Notre Dame. A team that loves to run the football. He's an absolute people mover at the line of scrimmage, as well as the running back at number 88 overall, Trey Sermon out of Ohio State.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
The kick by Gold is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he's got room. Oh, look at the juke. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Goff now looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. Here's Jack Fox now,
as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Fights forward for only about a yard after the 21.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Here's Lance. And he slings one that's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of it. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Lance now to throw. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. They'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now on to punt. And the speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. .36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now here's a throw that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Gone. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, if you pull up his college highlight reel, you will see no shortage of great throws, and here's one in his NFL debut for big yardage.
And this is going to be a big test early in his career. How accurate can he be on throws like this? If he keeps doing that, he's going to be just fine.
They try to set up the screen. Nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's second down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Touchdown! It's complete. Mohamed Sanu from 17 yards out. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And Detroit getting set to go now. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So that run there, yeah, I don't know if it's overstating things to call it a thing of beauty, but in terms of football plays, that's as good as you're going to see.
They'll try the air now with Goff.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 22. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
This one caught by Kittle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
Shotgun now for Lance. He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And now Mostert is going to be stopped up short. He did not get there.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Gold is able to put it through, and that'll push the lead up to 13-0.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, it's Goff.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Again, Goff. That is caught. It's Dante Pettis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. From the red zone now, Goff.
He'll get this off to Swift.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Tyrell Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before half for Lance. Escaping the pressure right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Sanu with a grab over the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Throwing now is Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Lance again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On play action, Lance.
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Lance going to throw.
That one caught by Ross Dwelling. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, Those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
A gain of 6 there on first.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. Off of play action, here's Lance. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They hand it off to Mostert. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
2nd and 5 now. Lance. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Lance looking to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drop.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And that'll set them back 5.
Now Lance.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
To throw again on second down. Lance eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And he's brought down.
Lance finding Kittle, first down San Francisco.
And that's a sight that 49er fans like. George Kittle catching a pass for a first down. Remember, he only played in 8 games in 2020, but he was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2018, 2019.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Raheem Mostert. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run.
And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
From the 27, Goff looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him.
Ran the perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back now at Ford Field. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Goff on first down. And that's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Goff. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Lions on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Goff. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Niners set to take over on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Trey Boston up to make the tackle. 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action. Now it's Lance.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. And how would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit the tackle that time to the Sean Hand.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Now Goff on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
When you think of guys that are built to be big-arm quarterbacks, Jared Goff, he fits that mold, and he showed it off right there. And that's caught by the tight end, Bryant. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Williams.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamal Williams, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there of 22.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for.
And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Now a play fake. Lance.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Goff now to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Dante Pettis, 48 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit defense, we get set to watch them go. They're working here with a tie game. The question here I'd like to ask is, how aggressive do you play this defensively?
You just want to make sure that you don't give up the play that beats you. I mean, it's that's really your line of aggressiveness. Play it straight, make sure tackles, do what you have to do, but don't give up something big that all of a sudden you look at the scoreboard and say, we blew a golden opportunity.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind OT. I wouldn't complain.
I wouldn't complain either. Just make sure you call the producer and tell him to cancel our table for dinner tonight.
Will do. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
3 yards remain for second down. Shotgun now for Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Draw play here. Lance hands to Mostert.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Mostert. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down to move it closer.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
Let's go!
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
So here's Goff and the Lions.
Down 28-21, 35 seconds to go. Now they've got to travel the full 75 yards, and time is obviously a huge factor here. 1st and 10.
And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the victory here for San Francisco. And with that, our journey